going on, and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is starting very early. It's 6:16 in the morning. I just dropped Dorsey off. I got his keys here. We're gonna be doing a lot to his car today. I don't know, he's just having me do the work. I don't mind, it's whatever. All the shit's in the bed of his truck right now, so I'm gonna go to McDonald's first and get some food and something to drink before I start this, and then I'm gonna go home, move some cars around, get Dorsey's back there and take all the wheels off, and then I'll show you guys exactly what we have for his car. So yeah, I'll check back in once I get to the house. Just moved around some cars, got Dorsey's car right here set up. This is what he's looking like right now. I'll just give you guys a little walk around. So that's about what he's looking like right now. His appearance is gonna be changing quite a bit, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get to work. I'm gonna start pulling these wheels off. It's gonna go up on all fours. Wheels are just gonna get moved over, and I'm gonna start tearing down what I can and get to what I need to. Well, all these lug nuts were torqued to about fucking 400 foot-pounds. Jesus Christ, I was just fighting with them. I had to bring out this long-ass extension bar to get any of these cracked loose. That wheel was the only one that wasn't super tight, but besides that, all the wheels are broke loose. Front two are up on the ground, off the ground. I'm gonna start here, take off these lug nuts completely, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll set you guys up and you guys can watch me do one side. Take a look at what we got here. We got boxes of stuff. Not sure what's in here. I'm assuming it's rotors, but coil over. These look like they might be the wrong brake pads, I'm not gonna lie. No, maybe not, they're the fronts. I don't know. I'll have to take a closer look at them. But he's got the anti-drag stuff, that looks alright. Here's his lift kit, or his level kit. We got more stuff over here. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere here. Jesus Christ, how much far package is this? Spacers, rotors, that stuff. There's leveling blocks up there, and then I have no idea what's in here. So let's find out. More rotors, brake pads, figures. Oh, these are the right ones. They're just not the right ones on the box. Yeah, it's easy stuff. It's pretty simple. So yeah, we got all this. The whole hall's here. I mean, there's just shit everywhere. So he spent a lot of money. I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff together for him. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I got the first front two wheels off. I've had better success so far with soaking these bolts before you go at them in PV Blaster. So basically all we're gonna need to do here is disconnect this sway bar link or tie rod end. This upper control arm needs to be pressed down, undo it, and then this thing will come out by just these three bolts up here. The suggestion I would give is take yourself a nice wire brush here and just go with these threads before you take off these bolts, just to help guide this bolt out easier. I'd suggest breaking it loose and then zipping it off and then leaving it on a couple threads, and then beat this, which I'll show you guys that. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean up these threads that I need to take off just to help my process out a little bit. So we can use that bolt. Crank this thing over. Red Loctite all these. Interesting. Alright, so just start it on a couple times just so this thing doesn't come off when you're whacking it. Just give it a couple. There we go. Popped it off. Now be careful here, it's gonna kind of fall like that. And we'll just lean it off to the side just like so. That's all we really need to do there. We'll thread, clean this off a little bit. Ball joint's all right. Clean the threads up a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. Thread that back on there. And Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is we'll undo this 30 down at the bottom here for our shock. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Takes a big old socket, throw that on there. I should be able to just crack it loose, I'd assume. Take a look. So it is not our 30. I think the 30 is on this side of it. So we'll move this over a little bit. There's our 30. Take a gander here. That one fits. I do have that size socket. That's what we need right there. This one can go over there. Pop this guy off. This side's a little easier to break loose, so let's see. Motherfucker. This might be a little challenging. Let's keep coming off here. They did not want to budge at all. I don't know, it's just must be a thing with these. Let's see. All right. Crack one loose. Let's get this guy on here. Got two loose. I'm gonna need something to hang these from, because I don't have that right now. In a minute, I'm gonna find something. It's actually pretty clean behind this bolt. Huh. A big old bolt. That is not the same bolt that I have in my caliper, I'll tell you that. It's probably because I just pulled the wrong bolt. This is for, was just hanging there, so it's gonna work real nice as a caliper holder, even though that's not what it's meant for. But that's all right. We innovate here. That's what we're all about. Yeah, this caliper's seen better days. Go ahead and clean it up for him a little bit once we're done here. We're reassembling, but yeah, she's seen some better days for sure. Of course, I always pull it before it's fucking done. That bolt out of here. He's got a little bit of life on these still, but yeah, he was gonna need a change soon anyway. We're all wrapped up here. Get this fucking thing out of here. This. Oh yeah. Look at this. Quality right there. Get that out of my way. I'll go ahead with this 30 here. Try to crack it loose with this. That's not the 30. Man, I'm losing it today. It's too early. Throw the breaker bar on here. aka my torque wrench, which doubles as a breaker bar, if you were wondering. Holy shit. You know, I don't want to break my breaker bar, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna set her up like yonder, and then we're gonna get our handle off of a jack. Shit works great. Full metal pull. Great success with it. Alright, let's go. There we go. Now she's turning. Oh, she's turning with the other side. It's wonderful. We'll go ahead. This one. It's definitely not that one. I'm stupid. Y'all didn't see that. There's a fucking other socket. Where'd that bullshit go? Fucking roll away. Yeah, it did. Nice and rusty. Just how I like to see it. Lose all those. Make sure you guys save these bolts. You're actually gonna probably reuse them on your level kit. Usually you have to use them to bolt down to the strut tower. Here. Both of his springs are broken. The other side's actually worse than this one. This one's cracked right here. I mean, there should be a little bit of piece of spring right here, and it's not. So I'll go ahead, once I get this one off, I haven't even started on the other side, but once I do that, I'll show you guys that, and you'll get to see just how, you know, bad they actually are. That side's a lot worse. The spring's actually like falling out of this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead here. We're gonna undo our little shock bolt. Might need to whack it a little bit just to press it through. If I can get my hammer in there. Challenge. See if I can just whack this side. Get it to come off this way. I'm gonna need a crowbar here eventually, just to get this back in place. Man, I really cannot get this. I can move this thing out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get that crowbar. So I'm actually gonna show you guys this bolt because this bolt's actually pretty ugly. Best with this bolt is when you go to put it back in, because you guys are gonna see there's a bunch of rust that just came out. Take a look at this bolt, how it's got like these rust and wear marks all over it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up with a wire brush, and then when we put it back in, we're actually gonna grease this spot that sits in the bushings here, because we live in the Rust Belt here, so it's just a problem we face. So here comes the whole strut tower. It's real ugly up top. Yeah, basically this is it. Pretty ugly, you ask me, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and clean some of this up a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and throw the new one in. So yeah, we'll just jump right into that, I guess. I have to figure out how these work, but yeah, his don't look the exact same as mine, but same idea. Go ahead and open this up, see what we're working with. It's saying to rotate some bullshit 180 degrees or something like that. I don't really know. Whatever. All I know is it's aligned because my two close bolts here line up right here, and they have to sit even with this guy, so that'll work there. What is this saying? Refrain from removing nut. Yeah, I figured that one out the hard way. Beautiful looking front spring. Shocks brand new. You know, that's how it goes. It comes with new bolts actually too, but I don't think we need those because this one comes with some. So rip that open. See what we're working with here. How does this work? Take these off. So these guys gotta go. How do these guys go in? Alright, I'm gonna actually just look this up and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're all figured out here. Went ahead and grabbed the items I need. Go ahead and take this. Push this bitch around. Take your hex nuts. You're gonna drive them into this, the deep side. Just go ahead and put them down in there. These are gonna be what holds your strut in place, actually, like into the truck itself. Then you're gonna go ahead and run these bolts through. So I'll come right back once I got all these done. If I can get them. So now this is gonna drop on here. It only fits one way. You're gonna take these nuts that they give you. These stock ones will not work. They won't fit down there with the little flange that they have on them. So you're gonna take your 17 mil, or it equates to a 11/16, I believe, and you're gonna go ahead and thread these on. There's one. Stock bolts out of here. Yeah, actually, true story. Almost died with one, but we won't talk about that. This fucking one does not want to thread. Get the fuck around that shit. That is not going around that. So, OEM spec on these is 30 foot-pounds. I don't know why, but I go pretty much a little tighter than that. I mean, I'd say probably medium tight is good. You're gonna have to check these every so often just to make sure that, you know, nothing's popping loose. You don't want to mess with any of that. So let's see if this thing just pops right in here.
couple hours later now. I'm back on this side. I actually did the left side because I could not figure out this right side. I couldn't get the shock to go in. It was pissing me off. And figured out that, you know, you have to rotate it 180 or whatever, but I didn't know like what that meant or like what I was doing. So I got a spring or a strut compressor from O'Reilly's. I went ahead, compressed it, and spun it 180, and it goes up in not with ease, but a little bit easier than what I've been doing. So I just took this one back out. Gonna take the block off the top of it, and then we're gonna go ahead and spin it 180 and try that. See, this is what it's supposed to do. It's all, you know, I'm not even tightened up here yet, and it's already lining itself up. So that's what I was looking for. I just spun it 180 with the strut compressor. So that, you know, that's scary shit. But yeah, look at that. I'm gonna just go ahead with this hammer right here. We'll just tap it in. That's all it takes, and then we'll just work it in with the pry bar, which behind me. I'll get my bolt ready, take her and just lather her up a little bit. We want to prevent what we had before, which is the rust getting in that boot. That'll be no good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and throw grease on it. Basically now, not even fully tightened up yet, so I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm just gonna go up here. We're just gonna tighten down this last strut bolt, which, like in this video, I'm just gonna put that all together. I will show you guys the spacers when we get those going, because that is something a little bit different. But yeah, brakes are nothing new. Hole is almost perfectly lined up. Take our bolt here, pry this, now we're started. Tap her on through. There she goes. Now that's in. Get our grease out of the way here. Put it on my handy dandy cart. Go ahead and tighten these up. You know, our proper spec, because we torque everything on this channel. We usually go by Ugga-Duggas, but a good squinting face will work for this one. So we'll go ahead and grab this big old bolt just down on my cart here. Grab this, throw it on here, and then let me grab my big old wrench and shit. Get your 27 on the impact here, on Titan of course, and then put your 30 on another wrench just on this side. Hold down your nut and just go at it. I usually do about as many Ugga-Duggas as I can, you know. Make sure she don't go nowhere. Very important. Now this motherfucker's stuck. Jesus Christ. What the fuck are we stuck on down here? There we go. Alright. move that out of my way. Take your wrench here. And just get it down as tight as you possibly can. You know, we went as many ugga-duggas there, so it shouldn't go nowhere. With that being said, that's basically done. All I gotta do now is start reassembling this whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this tie rod end. These are 22 mils or 21, something like that. Go ahead. Actually, we have to start with our upper control arm. My bad. That's the same thing though, 21. Let me grab our sockets from over there. Alright. Get that crowbar on my way. Just go sketching me the fuck out, man. Can't even get our tie rod in right now. At this angle. Our steering knuckle is gonna legit be real fucking close here. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. See, he's going half an inch bigger than I went, and even my angle is pretty extreme, but this is the next level here. Right here is fully maxed out on this crowbar, and there's not a thread showing. This could be interesting. Crowbar might be better for this. I'm gonna take this one, hook it just so I can press it down enough to get this one in. Can't get that fucking thing in. He's got an appointment in about a fucking hour and a half to get his fucking alignment, so I'm gonna have to get this front done at least for him. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do that.
It's got 4 wheels, and I think it drives.
We got Dorsey here helping us now. He's got the block on this side. We just finished this set. Everything's torqued down. Can't really tell. The wheels turned a little bit right now, but you can see the little poke coming out. It'll be noticeable. He's over here going at it. Brand new rotor. Everything's shiny over here. Not for long. You know, that's how shit works. We're gonna go ahead and start on the rear end after this, and my assortment of tools and everything else. This is the graveyard. Nasty ass rotors, broken fucking struts, ridiculous pads. That's all done. We're just gonna start a big pile of all the shit, and we're gonna take a look after and see that. I'm black, you know, that's how it works. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll come back once we're starting on the rear end. We basically gave up on this block here. I mean, we had undone these U-bolts and undone the shocks, and I mean, this thing was just not coming off. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. It's whatever. I wrapped up that brake side over there. Dorsey's doing whatever he does down there. He's torquing his spec like a Douglas. You know, that's how we do it. Yeah, basically I'm just putting this back together. That side's gonna be back together. Then we're gonna go ahead and throw the spacers on here. So then, yeah.
We just wrapped up over here. Dorsey's loading all the shit back into his truck. This is what it's looking like. You can see the poke back there. She's sitting level now. It looks real mean. I like it. That's basically all we did. Rotors all the way around, pads all the way around, level kit, new struts up front, and yeah, he's looking pretty good. We'll take it on a test drive, make sure everything's all right, and yeah.
Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video today. If you guys did enjoy something like this, make sure you drop a like down below and you let me know, because I'd really enjoy making stuff like this, you know, doing work for a buddy. That's always good. I love helping out people, and you know, it's fun stuff to do. You know, I genuinely enjoy doing this stuff. So, you know, make sure, you know, if you need anything for this truck, stuff like that, go to Detroit Axle on Amazon, because they gave him a pretty good deal on everything that he ordered. So that, and it all worked, so it was all good stuff. So that came out really well. So if you guys did enjoy this video, drop a like down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.